I see your demons, I'm telling them it's on sight. I'm just playing, I don't fight, I do pray. I only go the way of Mr. Yahweh. Try to correct me.
All right. Bienvenidos al... imagine I started like... Welcome to the Profitable Cleaner, y'all. Today we're super excited. CEO of SD Janitor, Ricardo Buffara. How are you, brother?
Good. Thank you guys for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here. Just got here from San Diego. It will be exciting episode.
Yeah, shout out to Yagal. Apparently, we both know Yagal. You know, one of our closest friends. He's mentored us since the event number 1, the podcast, event number 2. And as you know, he'll be speaking in event number 3. But real quick, I just wanted to honor you because you literally flew from San Diego to here to Dallas, Texas for one day to come to the podcast, have dinner, and then flying back.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Do you like Mexican food?
Definitely.
All right. Man, and for those that can't see in the camera, he's like, how tall are you? Like
6'2".
6'2". You seem taller for some reason.
No way, bro. You seem like you're 6'4" and just jacked.
Yeah.
So.
My wife said I'm shrinking. I'm like, no, come on.
How tall is your wife?
I don't know. She's 5'6".
And she's over here saying you're the one getting shorter. But that's why we love them, right? All right, brother, for those that don't know you, give us the 1-minute intro. Who are you? What are you about? And then we'll get rocking and rolling.
So like you said, my name is Ricardo Buffara. I'm 42 years old.
Looks 28.
I got it here in 2009 in U.S., straight from Brazil to San Diego. And I was graduating business in my hometown in Brazil. I've been entrepreneur since forever. Okay. I never worked to someone. Since I was 21, I had my business in Brazil.
Cleaning business?
No, actually it was a window tint.
Window tint business in Brazil. What part of Brazil?
South of Brazil.
Okay.
The city calls Curitiba.
Say it.
Curitiba?
Yeah, perfect. State of Paraná, where they have the waterfalls.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, nice.
So I got here, I didn't know what to do, and I don't like to work to somebody else. I don't know what is that. So when I got here, I was like, what I'm going to do? And I have a Jiu-Jitsu in my background. So got two options. Should I go more to Jiu-Jitsu and try to teach or open a gym or something like that? But my wife's mom used to clean houses. And they're like, do you want to help me? I was like,
here in the U.S.?
Yes.
Okay.
They got here in 1999.
Okay.
My wife and her mom. So I was like, okay, I'm going to help you. I didn't know what is Windex, what should I use here, Like she was teaching me little by little. And I was like, I think it's an opportunity, like to do that, but I want to go more commercial, B2B. And then I was like, how am I going to start with that? I don't know. And then we started getting those journals on 7-Eleven with open doors. With open houses. The realtors to show the houses. Like, I think it's a good way to go there. It's like, hey, I'm specialized in cleaning. Do you want to try us out? And then eventually one Airbnb was just starting. It was VRBO. One lady's like, okay, I have 6 houses there by the beach, vacation homes. I want you there. That's how we started.
Hey listeners, real quick, this is Andrea, executive at Profitable Cleaner. We have listened to your requests, and instead of having you wait 1 year to be in community through our event, we're putting together the Profitable Cleaner community. Want to learn more? Text JOIN, that is JOIN, to 720-594-6125 to join our waitlist. Now, back to the show.
Real quick. Okay. And we know how big you are now, and we'll get into that right now, but I just want to make sure I listen properly. Did you say your mother-in-law and your wife got here in 1999 and you got here in 2009?
9, yes. And then I met her here.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay, so you moved here because you just wanted to be in the U.S.?
Oh, yeah. I jump a little bit.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We got you. So you just moved here?
So the reason that I got here was because of jiu-jitsu.
Oh.
I was doing a World's Championship on 2008, and then I met a friend of my friend from my hometown. We started dating on that trip that I was here for the tournament. And then we keep communicating after that, and then a couple of months later, she's like, come here, try to stay here. I was like, okay, let me try. So it was something meant to be here. I think the man there's like, that's your place for you to live, and
If you would have never came here, do you think you would have been still with the window tint business or like an entrepreneur over there in Brazil?
for sure.
Yeah.
That's on me, that's what I have on me, and I've been running my business. That one there was little that I started, from zero as well, and then got an experience, how to deal with all the aspects of business and everything else. But the cleaning was totally
Different.
jump on my lap. It's like, okay, let's take that one to the next level. And been growing with our own money, little by little. And so far, so good.
So you didn't really care what business you did. You just wanted to, you're like, I'm not working for someone else.
Correct.
Wow. Okay. And jiu-jitsu brought you here.
Jiu-jitsu, yeah.
So actually,
So cool.
we'll get into the cleaning stuff, but I got to ask you some things about jiu-jitsu here.
Aren't you trying to put your son in jiu-jitsu?
He actually literally starts next month.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Now you have a world champ. Were you ever world champion real
I've
quick?
been third in the world twice, yeah.
I'm scared.
No, because correct me if I'm wrong though. Jiu-jitsu talks about having like a gentle heart, and at least that's what was told to me by this instructor we were talking to. And the thing that's attracted me to jiu-jitsu, and I've never done it, I don't know anything about it, I'm just now learning about it, but the people I know that are in it is the discipline that it brings and the mindset. Can you talk to me about how jiu-jitsu has played a part into your life and maybe how that has gone into your entrepreneur world?
So one of the strongest thing that jiu-jitsu teaches you, it's to face the real life. Because there inside the mats, every day it's a challenge. And then whatever you do there in the mats, since it's a really strong martial arts, and works in your brain a lot, so you get tough mentally, so you can learn how to talk to everybody, you can learn how to, solve problems, get out of tough situations, and be in control of your emotions and everything. So it's a really good martial arts. I have a 10-year-old daughter. She's been doing with my friends. So I totally recommend. It's a beautiful martial arts. And like I said, your confidence should go really high.
So it's not easy for you to stress out or to be overwhelmed. Or would you say it's now business? Is that just a different challenge though?
I try to bring the principles from the martial arts, from jiu-jitsu, to the real life, and as I'm getting older, it's getting better and better, so martial arts, like you said, I am afraid of. Usually that's the guys that you have to be more, not afraid of, because we know how to control, how to manage like tough situations. Yeah.
Huh. Never thought about it like that.
Yeah, totally.
If we need to use, we use, to protect ourselves.
Yeah, but you're right. That jiu-jitsu part, I know you have a question. Go for it.
Yeah, so going back to that, being third in the world in jiu-jitsu and the competitive nature that brought you up, how do you take that competitive nature now, 10 years into business or 15 years into business,
right,
and 15 years into business, and apply that now?
So the processing of learning in jiu-jitsu, it kind of happened on the cleaning industry for me as well, because I started from zero and I was learning little by little, going to, self-learning, trying to understand more the industry. So it's pretty much the same way, because jiu-jitsu, you do little steps. That's why it takes forever to be a black belt. Usually it's average 10 years for you to be a black belt or more. So for me in the cleaning industry, I starting to jump into the next level after pretty much like 10 years.
You got your black belt.
In
cleaning.
2012.
Yeah.
In cleaning,
You got your black belt in cleaning.
So after you hit the $1 million, everybody says like, oh, $1 million, that's the one that you gotta know. Like now you probably know more, how to grow.
Yeah.
But it's still, we like to grow slow but very strong.
Okay.
I always talk there in the companies, like no matter how much you sell, but what matters is how much you keep your accounts, the longer the better. So gain accounts, it's easy. There's a lot of companies that do sales those days. You can hire someone that does sales really well, but how are you going to deliver? And we don't want to have the problem to not be able to deliver it the way that the client expect. So organically as well, we do the organic grow. So, but we don't go really, really heavy on sales. Otherwise, I believe it will be a hard situation for us we like to over deliver.
Yeah, where you're at right now. But you've also how big have you guys been able to grow up to now?
Right now, 3 million.
Nice.
Yeah,
how does that feel?
Feel good, yeah. Every million, it's different,
Yeah.
And we want more, But I don't rush. We don't rush. That's the culture that we like to keep. We're only in San Diego now. But who knows, if there's more opportunity in different states.
Yeah.
We are willing to go as well.
Talk to us about that process that went from 6 VRBOs, right, to now 3 million. Like, what was like getting to that first million, and then what's the trajectory been?
And
like
by the way, real quick, because you didn't know this, I know this. He didn't speak English when he got here.
0.
So we're talking 2009, right?
Yes.
You were 27, which, by the way, as you get older, we know from trying to learn a new language. I'm trying to learn Italian. He's learning Spanish. Freaking hard.
Yeah, it's really hard.
And learning English is hard. Like, sometimes we use the same word for 5 different... sometimes I don't know English. So...
Me neither.
Yeah. We're just sitting here.
Hey.
Sometimes we don't even know English together. We're like, I don't know. But you came in here because I want to connect the English.
Good call.
I want to connect the no English to you got your accounts barely knowing English when you started because you didn't have time to work for someone. Now, setting the context, walk us through the process, how you went from 6 BRBOs to growing, and how did the no English play part? How fast did you learn? Like, walk us a little bit through that journey.
So let's break down a little bit. So I was knocking open doors, like I said, and I printed like 2 pages, like, hey, that's my service, move out cleaning, deep cleaning, like, that's what we do, I didn't say anything like we are starting or not, but not lying at all, like, that's what we do. And this German girl that was starting on VRBO, she invited us, like, okay, let's try. And she was growing fast, it was just the beginning of those new ways to do property rentals, and 6, 7, 8, 12 houses. And the rules by the beach, it's move out 10 a.m. on Saturdays and move in 3 p.m. same day. And I was getting stressed. I would need from 0 cleaners to have like 15 one day. And it was not enough demand, The demand was like just Saturday. And the whole week after that was like, I need more business. I have people, so get those temps to work with us, little by little. And then another referral came for corporate housing. I don't know if you guys know
Yeah.
about corporate housing.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, hey, we used to do in-house. It was a Brazilian guy. But now they are looking to hire a company to do that. And then a little bit more. And then first office, second office, little by little. And then now we have a big mix of different type of buildings. We do restaurants, warehouses. We do surgery centers. We do medical facility. We do, but little by little.
Yeah.
We still don't have a sales guy.
You're the sales guy.
I'm the sales guy.
Yeah.
I'm the one that do the walkthroughs, and I believe I'm going to be doing that. I don't know for how long, but I don't see myself,
You enjoy it.
I enjoy a lot.
Yeah.
So I believe that my speech now it's pretty good. The way that
I agree.
I sell, So very.
How hard was it to sell with little English? Or well,
Let's go back to
you
that.
went German, Brazilian, so maybe did they just love your work?
My wife was helping me, with the emails and stuff. And then 8 years ago, I hired my first guy in the office. So this guy changed the game, as well. I was a little bit better, but I was rushing to learn and to know the basics, not talking too much, just try to serve them.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk through the product basically and the service because you didn't know much English.
Yeah.
What's up, Profitable Cleaner listeners? Quick question for you. Are you using 5 to 7 different platforms just to manage the everyday operations of your commercial cleaning company? If so, let us help you consolidate that into one platform. Introducing you, uSource. Go to usource.com, book your free demo today, and actually get started on your trial for 60 days. No charge for 60 days, all from time and attendance to reporting, vendor management, operations, sales. It's time you stop using 5 to 7 platforms and consolidate into one. So listeners, don't forget, go to usource.com and start your account today. Well, is your first employee still with you?
Yes.
Nice. What does he do now?
He's my right hand in the office. Yeah.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Actually, it's just me and him in the office.
Really?
Everybody's on the field.
Yes.
So really low overhead, huh?
Yes. Our office is like twice as the size of this.
Nice.
How do you do it with equipment?
So we have a warehouse
Oh, okay.
in a different place, that we keep the outer scrubbers, all the mop and whatever that needs there.
It's very impressive. I know there's a lot to unpack here when it comes down to y'all. Sounds like though, real quick to give some insight, you did fly here from San Diego to be here. You're gonna be going to events. You're going to Tony Robbins. You might come out to ours. You're going to clean.
I will.
Like now, you're starting to. That's a different level of, I think, even more confidence. Even though you sound like a very confident guy already, what's triggering now at 3 million in 15 years? What's triggering all this wanting to get bigger?
So this year on New Year's Eve, I don't know why, I was like, I need to do some change on myself as well. I need to little things adjust here, and also I want to make it happen on what I was thinking about it for years. And actually, you guys in another podcast that you guys know, starting putting the community together,
Yeah.
And that's really helpful. I was like, there's nothing out there, to connect people, and the events that you guys are putting together, it's pretty cool, companies like us, little ones, compared to most of the big players in the market. I know ISSA, those big ones, but the smaller ones, I think it's a really good kick off.
Yeah.
And then from there, we're going to learn a lot. And I never been to one.
That's
Never,
awesome,
ever.
man. Well, we're going to welcome you with open arms.
You're going from none to all of them.
Yeah.
I love it.
We're going to welcome you with open arms, man. It's going to be awesome. It's funny. I actually know like 4 people this year that are attending the conference that are also black belts in jiu-jitsu.
That's crazy.
that are going to be there.
We should totally
it's getting popular.
have like a jiu-jitsu meetup.
Yeah, but like you guys, like these are like lifelong jiu-jitsu people like yourself that I've just so happened. It's like the universe is speaking to me, and they're all going to be at the event.
You gotta go and
So
it sounds
yeah, I guess so. I'll go get my ass kicked. With that being said, man, I want to call out something that you're mentioning. New Year's Eve this year, you're like, I don't know, something changed. I need to work on myself. We always say your business will never outgrow you. So your business growth will follow your personal growth. And you're now at this $3 million mark, and here you are, a leader within the industry, doubling down on yourself, and the business is just going to follow right behind that. I'm curious to the people listening, what it was like to get your first $1 million in revenue. Because I know everyone's always like looking at that $1 million mark. Like, I need to get to, like, it's a destination.
I never look at that.
Yeah?
Never. I was never. I remember one thing.
That's interesting.
That was still on my, really fresh on my mind. I want to hit 50 grand a month.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know why. I want the 50, and then the 50 came and woof.
Yeah.
But I was never looked to the million. The million came and then it was faster,
Yeah.
And we do SEO, on the internet.
Yeah.
And that's giving us a good amount of leads.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Do you do it yourself?
no.
Okay, so you hired your first company,
Yes.
marketing company.
Yes.
When how hard was that? So going from like, we don't grow too fast, or like I love your methodology of like sustainable growth versus just one of our guests was saying anybody can scale super fast. He's like, can you sustain your growth, right? Can you grow and keep it, right? So for a lot of companies listening to this, might be $1 million, maybe $2 million. They don't want to spend the money. Maybe they're scared. Maybe they're nervous. Maybe they're not from here. And they were like, what? Marketing agency that does SEO? What's going on? What advice would you give them? What was that process like, hiring your first marketing company and trusting them with your money? That's the catch.
That's the problem, yeah, because, once you deal, I think it's the same way when you deal with doctors and lawyers that, like, I don't know what they're doing, if they are doing the way that it should be, what kind of, because you don't know. It's like, hey, pay me here and then I will deliver that, sign for 6 months or a year. But you got to be locked here. You can, we had a one before. It didn't work really well. And then we started learning more and more and more. And actually, one company from Australia came to us.
Really?
And then we are like in a little relationship, learning about each other. After 6 months, like, okay, let's do it.
Wow.
And so far, so
from Australia, so not even someone from the US or no, they just reached out to you one day and
doing the sales and then back and forth. But it's hard. It's pretty hard. But what I recommend it is, the way that we did. If you're little, if you have no money, if you can, hire a sales rep or, a lot of majority of the companies are like that, on the cleaning industry. And I recommend the SEO.
Yeah.
The SEO,
more affordable than labor. Yeah.
James probably know more than me about that.
No, my recommendation there is hire the right SEO company.
SEO.
Yeah, because you really have to find the right SEO company, and when you find the right one, you find the right one. But same with any vendor, right? Whether it's a cleaning company, like how many accounts have you taken over that have been like, you're an awesome cleaning company, but our experience prior was horrible, right?
Yes.
I want to actually ask you something about your company. You mentioned you guys do restaurants. We've been in this industry for a long time now, and I would probably say, 98% of the companies that we've talked to are like, no restaurants for us.
That was us before.
Okay, so what changed?
Oh, that was you before.
Yes. I was like, no, that's not for us. It's too hard, And then I started hiring people that had a background cleaning restaurant. So the way that we do now, we just got an account, and it's a luxury restaurant, in San Diego. It's an amazing place, super clean, but I go there, I show to them, look, this is not good. that's why you want to change, right? That's why you reach out to us. But you got to pay the price that makes sense. And a lot of those, they like, but you're charging me double that what I'm paying now, but you're paying half what I'm charging you, but look at your service.
Yeah.
And then, I do my pitch. I like, that's the way that we're going to deliver. That's the way that we get involved with your account. Supervisors, myself, visiting you constantly, but you got to pay this price. Otherwise, there's no way to deliver the level of service. And once we have enough money, we can deliver. We pay better. The people that it's there, but it's a constantly supervision and training. And renew, and keep the same crew there, because once they learn, you don't want to take them out, and then set up a new one to learn again. The business get used to the quality that you're delivering, and once you change, it's always something change as well, when you change the crew completely, so, but pretty much if there's enough money, the way that we do, we can deliver what the client are expecting.
You said we recruit people that used to clean restaurants to clean the restaurants that we win. How do you recruit them? Like, what positions are you looking for, or how do you recruit people that have cleaned restaurants?
So our main supervisor has 35 years on the industry. So he knows...
Cleaning or restaurant?
Cleaning.
Cleaning, okay.
So he knows the whole city. So once we get accounts, it's like, I know someone, let's hire this, So he's been helping us to jump to the next level, like big time. So once we found this person, it was a game change for us.
How'd you find, it's like, because a lot of people here, I know companies like that are our clients that are like, dude, if I could get that one operations manager, like, all that one, you found the supervisor.
It took me 12 years.
Okay. Well,
how'd you find them?
That's true.
So it was randomly. I was getting supplies on Waxy, the big supply company.
Yeah.
And then I got one guy came, and on his truck, he starts talking to me in Spanish. We were talking there, getting the supplies. It was like, are you looking for a job? I asked him because we're looking for, I like to get people that someone knows already. I don't like to go there and throw the job, in the internet and start interview. Yeah. We had a lot of problems, to trust on people, because they're inside of places that, it's hard. So I always like to know someone that knows that person, to give me reference. So this guy, he's like, okay, I can help you on that single job. I had a single job, a big one. It was red power bikes, the e-bike.
Okay. Yeah.
They are like post-construction. It's like, I need one more guy, so otherwise I will need to be there, and helping everybody. I don't want to do that. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to help you. And then I was like, can you help me more? Can I hire you, not just for this single job? It's like, no, but my cousin, it's looking. And that's the guy that is with me.
Oh, no way. So you didn't even know the guy that's your supervisor. So you met this guy at a store, because how many people don't even talk to people? Let's just start there. He started having a conversation and you were like,
can I hire you?
Yeah, let's keep talking. And then you were like, I need someone. Would you want a job? So many people would have never done that.
If you know people, you know business. We got to know people. And that was a big process for me to learn. I was a shy guy. I will never be here like 10 years ago.
Really?
Never, ever.
So what changed in those 10 years?
Experience, mature, and then, throw myself out there. I'm doing sales. That been helping a lot too.
Yeah.
Dealing with people. We have 28 cleaners. So every day I'm learning something, If you stop learning, you're moving back.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%.
Are you guys W-2 versus?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Good.
We hire some 1099s for big projects. Like, let's have this whole building, post-construction. I need help.
Yeah.
So, but in daily basis, they are all employees.
What happened to that other guy that recommended you, the cousin? He already had a job or his own?
Yeah, those guys that wants to stay little,
Yeah.
But this supervisor now, it's incredible. We may be partners in the future.
Well, so I was about to ask you. So this supervisor, because it sounds like he came in and just, we got this account. I have a person. He's probably been in San Diego his whole life.
Yes.
He got this job.
He grew a big company with another guy.
Oh.
Then now it's like the whole U.S.,
Wait, and then he got out?
He was with this guy. For some reason, he worked there for I think was 17 years, and then he left. He was working with another big company, and then now...
He joined you 3 years ago?
7 years ago.
7 years ago?
Yeah.
So he joined you when you were how big?
Less than a million.
So he took a good chance.
It's all about, delivery. You can get business, but the hardest part, in my opinion, it's to get the job done.
Well, talk to me about this though. So you've talked about the supervisor and then like your right-hand man and your emphasis on customer satisfaction. But it seems like people are really attracted to you. So there has to be a leadership quality about you that retains these people. Because if this guy grew...
Yeah, because this guy literally bought into your vision when you were less than $1 million. Yeah, when he's grown a national company.
So talk to me about some of those... I guess, how do you see yourself as a leader? What type of leader are you?
I've been improving myself year after year, my emotions, the way that I control everybody, the way that I deal with everybody, There's a lot of my spirituality that I've been working as well, I was very explosive guy since I was little. Those guys, they get mad for nothing, and get out of control. But, year after year, getting better and better and better. So the way that we set it up really well, what it's his role, what he does best, what I do best, he does things that I can do, but that's why he's there, So, and I try to oversee from the back, everybody, and the cleaning job, it can be super boring, You go there and then you clean. The way that we treat the most important pieces of the company, for me, are the cleaners. That's gold. So they are the best ones in the company, So the way that we treat them, that we talk to them, we try to bring, happiness, fun. Once we see each other, it's always, bring the energy up, we treat them really well. So we believe that treating people the way that they should be, it's what make them to stay with us as long as possible, and also pay above the average. We don't pay minimum.
Yeah, that's good.
Never.
Hey, are you ready to challenge yourself? Mark your calendars for the event of the year, the Cleaning Profits Takeover Edition, happening in Denver, Colorado from September 24 to 26. Head over to event.cleaningprofits.com for all the details. For being listeners, use code CEO30 for a 30% discount. See you there.
How often are you face to face with like your clean team? Like
average, like once a month.
Once a month?
Each one.
Do you do anything in between? Or is that more the supervisor's role for him to...
Supervisor. Okay. I tried before him, my Spanish, it's good, but it's not like Mexicans talking to Mexicans,
Dude,
they look in the eyes, they like, okay, I know, I made a mistake.
Dude, there's Spanish and then there's Mexican.
And personality too. When you meet a Mexican talking, it's a different vibe, different.
Yeah, same people.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like you found the gold mine in the supervisor, but it also sounds like this supervisor like he said, saw you and he's like, ooh, I found what I'm looking for, which is very interesting because he has so much experience, so much knowledge. He's like, no, I want that one. He's like, because I'm sure he had other job offers.
Of course.
I'm almost sure that other people are like, dude, come into my business. Like, you grew a national company. And he's like, no, I want to work with him.
And he believes on me as well, the same way that I believe on him. So I believe the energy that we have, it's moving to the same location. You know, it's moving to the same direction.
Yeah, you guys are aligned.
Yes,
which is
side by side, communication.
Yep.
Off topic, well, on topic, but just random question. What food did he introduce you to as a Mexican that you absolutely love now?
I kind of knew. The other day, he's like, hey, get inside of my place. I was talking to him, like, I'm going to stop to your house, you know, I want to talk about something. He's like, look at the ceviche that I did here, the shrimp ceviche. That was pretty good.
Ceviche, have you had
tamales.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Tamales, yeah.
Just spicing up. No, I mean, although Brazilians have a great food too, so.
Yeah, Brazilians, the main food that we eat in Brazil, it's rice, beans, some veggies, and steak.
That's all I need.
I know, right?
Being honest with you, that's all I need to eat.
So, talk to me about how you ended up going back into this whole. And the reason I don't want to sound like I'm focusing on the supervisor. I'm focusing on how you're leading him because I can think of like 10 people right now and 10 companies that are literally like. They're the CEOs and they're still jumping in and sometimes cleaning, running ops when they're very good at sales, for example, like being the face. And they're like, I'm still doing it because we're just growing. But it sounds like you're like trusting him fully on that. What did you do in the beginning stages to like build the trust with him? Because there's no way you just went, here are the keys, here's your management, bye. Right?
Of course, once you know people, going back on the same thing, you know, once you learn about people, you will start to go faster in how do you analyze each person, you know. And took us pretty much like 6 months. It was like, that's the guy. That's the guy, you know, that it can go side by side to us. But at the same time, it's a company, you know. You can't rely just on me or just on him. So it's the whole thing all together that it's creating us as well, you know. Also, the guy that we have in the office, it's just one. You know, we put together a system ourselves. You know, we got one system that it's already pre-made. We adapt to us, and so far it's doing really good. But, you know, so it's the daily basis that make us know about each other and the slow growing. So we don't stress nobody, you know, like, no, in 1 week I got 10 accounts this week. How are we gonna deliver, you know? It's a process.
How do you balance that though? How do you balance like slow growth versus hindering your growth, like stopping your growth? What's like how do you know that you're still growing, I guess?
So we don't accept any type of account.
Okay.
So we made an internal policy there that needs to be 3 times a week or more.
Okay.
So that way set it up us in a different level, you know, so we don't get those little accounts that once a week but we get a lot of those single jobs. Those projects, you know.
Through SEO?
Through SEO.
The post-construction and all of those.
Post-construction are the best.
Yeah, I mean, big money,
huge
higher margins. Yeah, exactly. So I'm curious. I love the fact that you were just an entrepreneur that wanted to jump into the industry. A lot of people are born into the industry or they know someone who knows someone. What's one thing that surprised you about the cleaning industry, and what's one thing that you now maybe love about the industry?
Let's just start with the good part, what I love. Now I can tell you guys that I don't know if I love my work, but I really like. I have the sport on my background as well. It's something that I love as well, but I've been liking even more and more what I do now, and how dynamic it is.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm not a desk guy. I can't stay in the office for 8-10 hours. I go there, I talk to whatever I need to talk, set it up, plan. Is like, let me be free, let me be on the go, let me do my walkthroughs, let's talk to people. I like to be with people. I don't like to be myself, putting together something just me, So how dynamic it is, it's something that make me move more and more. And what it's hard, you ask? What it's...
Yeah. Give me...
What surprised you is what he asked, I think.
Yeah, but you can give me your challenges too.
So how hard it's to maintain the account, and also dealing with people in the accounts.
Yeah.
Because there's all type of... Sometimes we have to fire accounts. We got to step back so we can step forward, Sometimes, like, okay, we got to let those accounts go because it's too much problem, It's something that it makes no sense for our culture.
Yeah.
Maybe makes sense for the client, but it's distressing everybody. We want to keep everybody, in a good mood. We don't like, to be like those old style companies, like they are not slavers. They are people that needs to get treated really well, And our culture is, if we need to treat one person like way, way, way good, the way that they're gonna be like really happy about it, it's the cleaners, So all our energy goes to the cleaners. They are good, they are satisfied, or we don't push them on like deliver this job in 2 hours, but we know it needs 3. A lot of companies do that.
Yeah,
no, it's 3 hours, but you gotta do in 2 because we had to make the sales. It's not enough. Otherwise, we're not gonna have margin.
Save some money. Yeah.
So that's why we don't take everything. And I do the sales. I'm the one that doing the sales, and I can see that. That's why I don't want to hire a sales guy to go and do the walkthroughs, because I know they want their commissions. And then it's like, okay, no. You can do for 10 grand this one, but on the back, he knows that it's not 10, it's 13 that you got to charge. But like, no, I want, hit my goals and everything. So
that's, okay. So I had one of my mentors, actually, Rafael, told me, he gave me the best advice once. And he's like, whatever your tagline is, or whatever your mission, that's how you lead everything. It sounds like you just said, for us, if there's one employee we treat like gold, way better than everybody else, it's our cleaners, right? Like, you have that documented, right? Every decision you make for you and for the company is based on, are we treating like, I'm going to get this account? Will this account allow me to treat my cleaners way better than anybody? This problem is happening. Is this account allowing me to? Is this profit allowing me to? Like, everything that you do, including your growth, which is very impressive for you to say, I could go sell more, but I'm going to take my time so I can give my supervisor time to acclimate. I'm going to keep that crew happy there. I'm not going to stress my employees. Sounds crazy to say out loud. I've never heard anybody say, I don't want to stress my employees.
No, but it makes perfect sense.
They get stressed.
Yeah,
of course, I get stressed, everybody. But the goal is to keep them, But
you're willing to lose an account.
We fire clients.
Yeah, you're willing to do that to keep the cleaners happy.
Yes.
I would rather keep a great employee than an account.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah, because a new one will come,
Yeah.
A better one will come.
A better one will come.
You take one here, but a better one will come. We had an account, let's go deep on that. We had an account that lady, it was a good office, 40,000 square feet. she was putting little thin crumbs and stuff on the corners or under the keyboard. And then you never heard about that?
No.
And then he's like, look, and calling me next day, send me picture, look, nobody lift my keyboard. I was like, oh my goodness. Now I know I'm not friend, but I'm having like a good relationship with the owner of this big company, $1 billion company. And she had no idea that I know the owner now, you know. And then we talk about this person. It's like, actually, for you, she's really good to be working here because she takes this place as her home, you know, pretty much. But to deal with vendor, it's horrible.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, she's there, you know, but that happens. You know?
Did you keep that account, though?
No, we fire.
Wow.
I think.
And you're still friends with the owner, though?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and well, that's how it should be, right? So we were just talking about this earlier. One, not all money is good money.
Yes.
And then two, if you do have to part ways with an account, it doesn't always have to be bad. You can still keep the relationship, but not keep the business.
Yeah.
And I think people assume when you lose the business, you lose the relationship. And I don't think that always has to be the case.
If you break apart without any fighting or something, you know, but if it's smooth, it's like, no, you don't fit to us, and vice versa, you know.
Yeah.
It's okay, find another one, but you know, we're still good. And eventually that happens with us. 3 years later, I want you guys back.
Yeah.
And then, okay, go back.
Yeah, exactly.
For you guys, what's the next goal, or what are the next phases of your business? Because we know clients that, you're right, that first 1 million, they tend to fluctuate, right? Oh, we finally hit, oh, never mind, we lost accounts. Oh, but once you like keep that as your base, it sounds like it's easier to scale. What's next for you guys? What are you guys focusing on?
So what I've been noticed, our margin, because we are getting bigger places, so more money, but the margin is getting lower. But I think that's
normal.
That's normal, you know. And I have a friend, a little mentor in Brazil, that he has 7,000 employees.
Wow.
And he does the same there in Brazil.
He does cleaning in Brazil?
He does cleaning, he does security, and he does food for the manufacturer, you know. It's like Mexico, they eat on the building.
Yeah.
Here, I don't see that.
No.
They bring their own food. I've been to a
You're
big
right. Whoa, I just put that they don't do that in manufacturing here. You're right.
I never saw that.
Yeah,
maybe
in Mexico
ones?
you eat in there.
They provide.
Like they have a cafeteria?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a buffet that they eat there.
So
the company provides.
Does your mentor speak English?
No.
I was like, let me talk to him.
Looks like we need to learn Portuguese.
And then...
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
No. The next phase is for your business.
Oh, yeah. So get a bigger account, you know. We like when we decide to, like, we don't take anything less than 3 times a week. So the more recurrency. So now that's the goal, and get those single projects. The bigger,
still focus on those big ones because they funnel. So when you get that big project, how do you like to distribute your money? Like for the business, do you keep investing to like more SEO? Like for example, since you got an SEO, have you invested more into it since it worked or no?
No, we're still the same. So the flow of leads we are happy with that now, but our plan is to have those accounts that needs 1, 2, 3, 10 cleaners that covers the 40 hours per week.
Yeah.
We don't want them to be traveling.
Yeah.
Traveling.
Keep them more location.
Yeah, so you, Johnny, you're going to go to this building, that's it.
Yeah.
So you work there. And I spoke with other companies that being, you know, growing bigger and bigger, you know. That's the way that they do usually. So those little things like drive to 1, drive to 5, office, you know, at night, you know, they they don't like that overall, you know. So
But
they want to
you-
have their own building that they take care, and that's it. So that's our goal.
Hey, what's up, guys? Today's episode is brought to you by Cinch. If you're ready to take your commercial cleaning business to the next level, we have you covered. Maybe you're struggling with how to bid, how to create professional-looking proposals, or just how to ensure your customers' accounts are actually being cleaned at night. Introducing Cinch Janitorial Software. Cinch is a simple, user-friendly software that eliminates these types of struggles that you probably know all too well. Cinch simplifies your entire process and will supercharge your success because they remove paperwork headaches while creating a scalable, efficient, and profitable cleaning business. Get your free demo of Cinch at cleancinch.com. They're here to turn your business into a success story. That's cleancinch, CINCH.com. It's simple, it's Cinch.
And is that by finding bigger buildings, or is that by upselling your current buildings? Like, are you going to give them a different service, or like security, for example, plus cleaning?
No.
Or you're not going to get into that right now?
No, yeah.
Okay.
Since we take a lot of different industries like restaurants, warehouse, that's tough.
Yeah.
And maybe in the future we're gonna focus in one niche in specific, so we can be very specialized on that. You know, that's another thing that I thinking about it. But getting bigger buildings like 20,000 square feet and up, so that requires 5-7 days a week.
But you have your partner. Well, not partner. You have your supervisor that he can. Is he like your supervisor / mentor at the same time?
No? Mentor on what he does best. You
Okay,
know?
got it.
We talk a lot. You know, I try to learn with him about how to deal with the cleaners. You know,
Got it. Operations.
Yeah, I'm the owner, so I need to get involved as well. So the people needs to know that I'm there as well, supporting them. So
Do you still compete in jiu-jitsu?
no.
Okay.
You don't train?
So when did you give it up?
So the last real tournament was 2013.
Okay.
I had a one that I was not prepared that I did like 17, and then I lost in the first match. But I got my black belt in 2012.
Okay.
And then I did the biggest tournament on 12, and then I got third place, and then I did the same one, the Rhodes, on 13. I got third place, and then I had to focus more on the business, you know, and then family. I got my daughter 2014.
How many kids?
One.
Okay.
Nice.
One daughter. So for me, you know, it's always about myself first. You know, if I'm not good, nothing's going to be good. You know, my family, and then the work. That's the way that I put in line what I have to pay attention and work for, you know.
So, but you still work out then?
Yeah.
Like fitness is very important.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I just gotta make sure, bro. Maybe he was way more shredded.
I got a gym when COVID hit. You know, my wife was working, you know, on the living room. I was like, I gotta do something, and then we got the garage transformed to be like a gym and an office. So that's our secret spot that we go there. Yeah.
So I have two things. Do you have any other questions before I?
No, I thought. Did you have a message? You said we had a message at the end. I don't know. Never mind.
A message at the end.
Oh, the message that.
Oh yeah. He was asking me if we were gonna ask him that. So
actually, let me tell you guys the truth. I listen to a lot of podcasts in Brazil, and there's some guys that they are huge. You know, 30 million followers, and they're exploding in Brazil. And one of those guys that I really enjoy to listen, he always asks each person that he's interview, like, if you want to throw a message to the whole world, it's going to pop up in all outdoors. Which message will be, you know?
Yeah.
And then when you ask me, like, how do you want to finish the show, you know, how do you want to, like, let's try to be that way.
Yeah. So we're going to finish it like that, but I have two more questions before that. Any questions before? Because I know we're coming into the time, so I want to honor everybody's time, but do you have anything before I?
No, I'm good. I just want to thank you, Ricardo, for just, one, flying out here, and two, and two, just being very humble with your story. And I think it's awesome that you're now investing in you at the phase that you're at. 100%. And I think you're about to skyrocket. And I'm actually surprised that more people in the industry don't know you. And if we can help bring that exposure of you to the industry with other leaders that you can pour onto, and they can do the same, that's a win for us.
Have you ever, apparently 3 questions, you know how I am. Have you partnered with other cleaning companies to do bigger projects?
Never.
Subcontract? Are you open to that in case somebody runs the whole California state, they just don't happen to have somebody in San Diego? Have you ever looked into that?
There's one company from Colorado that it's like, I want to subcontract you guys. You know, we do the sales. We don't know nothing about operations. And one of the partners said, we're going to move to San Diego soon, like end of June or July. Like, okay, let's talk. Let's talk and see. There's new ways now that companies are setting it up. Subcontract big time. Nobody wants to do the work. They just want to take their little piece. And
it sounds like you have strong operations because of your fulfillment. So if you're in California, hit them up if you need some support. Because I can already think of a few that I'm going to send your way and at least make introductions so that you guys could check it out. So we're going to do 2 things. We are going to end it with a message, but we're going to do 3 messages total, okay? First message, are you ready?
Yes.
If somebody just moved here internationally to the U.S. and they just started their business, what advice would you give them as someone that moved here with no English? And you can look at the camera if you want.
So do what you can, you know, what you have at the moment and whatever you are. So use the tools that you have on that moment, you know, ask for help. If you need, like you said, no English, you know, there's always someone now you have technology, you have AI, you have everything, you know, and go slow. Don't give, we have something in Portuguese, don't make the step too big, you know.
Yeah.
Bigger than what you can.
Yeah.
You know, so.
That's good advice because then you overcommit, and then that's how people end up broke, losing all the money.
Yeah, little by little.
Yeah, I like that methodology.
I've been going little by little steps, but strong.
Strong steps, firm steps. Yeah, I like that. Second question or second message. Looking at that camera, if you could give any message to your wife for being there with you as you grow this, what would that message be?
Oh, yeah. That's the most important piece of my life, you know. Everything that I have, it's you gave to me, you know. I'm improving, I'm getting better. It's because of you. So when I met you here, you know, you were here already for like years, you know. You pushed me. She pushed me a lot. I was like, help me make these calls. Like, no, you got to call. You call this guy and use the English that you can. Otherwise, I'm not going to do for you for your whole life, you know. That's something that it's still fresh on my mind. So thank you. And also to give our daughter.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
All right. And third message, the message we've been waiting for. You've been ready.
Yeah.
What would, if you had to be known for something in this world and we were projected everywhere, what would that message be?
So I was thinking about that, you know, like one thing that I've been watching myself a lot, word, it's really strong. So watch out what you're putting out, you know. Watch out what you write to others, you know, because there's no way back. A lot of times what you say, it's already out.
That's good.
So that's a short one that's going to pop up everywhere, you know.
That's right.
People will see. Watch out your mouth.
Yeah, watch your mouth. Hey, make sure we turn that into the actual graphic because that would be nice. That way we put it out in the world.
And a good work always give back.
Yes. So
throw your best. The universe is gonna give you back the same way.
Well, I love it, man. Honestly, I think actions speak louder than words. And even though we just had an amazing podcast, the fact that you actually flew out here so last minute, you committed. You told me, how can I get on your podcast? I said, you fly down here. You said, yes, sir. And you flew down here. You're here. We're gonna have dinner. We're gonna introduce you to people. Man, I just honor you, and I'm excited to keep this relationship going, brother.
And I'm really excited to be in Colorado.
Yes,
Woo!
absolutely.
Let's go there.
Yeah.
I'm in.
See y'all. He's gonna be there. If you want to learn jiu-jitsu, if you want to go to the Cleaning Profits, get some knowledge and grow in community, we'll see y'all there. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you,
Appreciate
guys. Thank you for having me. Stay healthy.
Boom. I love it.
And that way he don't play like no way. So I